following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Hicks and finds Thompson for two.
Time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here on Magnitude Sports Radio. Just a reminder here, the MSHSL does not permit us to broadcast video, so this is an online radio broadcast of the State AA quarterfinal between the Barnesville Trojans, coming into this matchup with a record of 20 wins and 9 losses, taking on the Pequot Lakes Patriots at 27 wins and 4 losses. Pequot Lakes, their 4 losses this year. They started the year on August 30th. They didn't have a loss until September 24th, part of the Barnesville tournament, when they would fall 2-1 in the final match of that tournament to Nova Classical Academy. They would win, 6 in a row and then drop 2 in a row on October 7th and October 8th, part of the St. Michael Albertville invite. 2-0 loss to Wilmore and a 2-1 loss to Delano, and then they would pick up a 2-0 win over Sartell St. Stephen and a 2-1 loss to Waconia to wrap up that St. Michael Albertville tournament. So outside of tournament invite play, they have never lost. They have won all of their regular season matchups. They have only given up a grand total of, let's see here, let's count them up. I had this on a sheet that I don't have with me, so I have to count them up individually now here, but it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. They've only lost 10 sets in the entire regular season. Matter of fact, in their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games, they did not give up a set. They would sweep all their opponents in their first 11 games before they would fall 2-1 to Nova Classical Academy back on Saturday, September 24th. And then off that loss, they'd have 3-0 sweeps over Albany, Detroit Lakes, Greenway, Maple Lake, Attican, Rockford, and then they would fall in those 2-0 to Wilmore and 2-1 to Delano, a 2-0 sweep over Sartell St. Stephen, and a 2-1 loss to Waconia. Coming out of that, a 3-0 sweep over Foley, a 3-1 win over Perham, a 2-0 win over Walker Hackensack at Akeley, 2-0 win over Minnewaska area, 2-1 win over Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, and a 2-0 win over Detroit Lakes. In all those games, the Walker Hackensack through Detroit Lakes games that I just mentioned were part of the Fergus Falls tournament to wrap up the regular season back on Thursday, October 20th. So the Pequot Lakes Patriots would go into the section tournament with a 24-4 record and sweep Holdingford in the first round in a home game at Pequot Lakes. And then they would go to Sauk Rapids for the semifinals or the subsection championship. And they would knock off in 5 sets. The only time Pequot Lakes had seen 5 sets this entire season was in that subsection championship against a really talented Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines team. So that one would go the full 5. Pequot would get the win. And then that would put the Wolverines season to an end. And then they would get a 3-1 win in the section championship game over St. Cloud Cathedral to make it here to this afternoon's quarterfinal against the Barnesville Trojans. The Pequot Lakes Patriots, 9-0 in section, 5-0 in conference, 8-0 on the road, 12-4 when playing on a neutral court. So all their losses have come on a neutral court, and this is a neutral court. So we'll see if that plays any favors for Barnesville here today. They finished the regular season 7-0 at home. Their QRF ranking is 170.7. That's a pretty good ranking. That ranks them 6 out of 124 in the class. That ranks them 24th in the state. For the Barnesville Trojans, 20-9, 11-2 in section, 4-2 conference, 4-2 on the road, and they finished the regular season at home at 9-4. On neutral court, they have 7 wins and 3 losses. Once again, they're playing on a neutral court tonight. So Barnesville has less neutral court losses than the Pequot Lakes Patriots do, but don't let that number fool you. The QRF ranking for the Barnesville Trojans, 119.3 compared to 170.70 for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. That ranks them 24 out of 124 in their class, where Pequot Lakes is ranked 6 out of 124. And it ranks Barnesville 94 in the state out of 404 teams, and Pequot Lakes 24 out of 404 teams. They started the season with that loss to Ada-Borup West, bounced back with a win over East Grand Forks, dropped 2 to Hawley and Wadena Deer Creek, and then pick up a 5-set thriller back on Thursday, September 15th over the Perham Yellow Jackets in 5 sets, 3-2. They move on to the Hawley tournament, drop the first 2 to Detroit Lakes and Lake of the Woods, win over Thief River Falls and Wheaton and Norcross. On Thursday, September 20th, they would have a home game against the Underwood Rockets. They would take care of business in 4 sets with a 3-1 victory over the Rockets. They would go on the road in Glendon and sweep the DGF Rebels, and then drop 2 to 2 very good 6A teams. One, a 3-0 sweep loss to the Henning Hornets, and a 3-1 loss to the Breckenridge Cowgirls. And then they would go to the Barnesville tournament, play another 6A team, win 2-0 over Battle Lake, 2-0 over Monaga, 2-0 over Winnemac, and 2-0 over Breckenridge. So in that Barnesville tournament, they did not drop a set. They would come out of the Barnesville tournament, get the rematch on October 4th with Perham up at the Hive in Perham, and fall in a 3-0 sweep to the Yellow Jackets. And then they would bounce off that loss to Perham with back-to-back wins in the Perham tournament, 2-0 over Staples Motley and Sabika, fall to the Henning Hornets once again, and then a 2-0 win over Underwood to take, I believe it was 3rd in that Perham tournament. And then they would come out of the Perham tournament, and they haven't lost since. 3-0 over Park Rapids, 3-0 over Pelican Rapids, 3-0 over Frazee, and that was on the road, and then 3-1 win over Pine River Bacchus. And then it's been a trio of 3-1 wins in the Class A sections for Barnesville. 3-1 over Dilworth Glendon Felton in a match that the Rebels almost forced set 5 in. That was a really, really good match. Don't let that 3-1 set score fool you there. DGF really fought in those final couple of sets. 3-1 over Hawley, and then in the subsection championship at Pelican Rapids High School, and then a 3-1 win in Glendon over the East Grand Forks Green Wave for the 8AA championship. And that brings them into today's matchup with the Pequot Lakes Patriots here at the state tournament. We are about 8 minutes away from the first serve here. We'll take a break and be back in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back to the Xcel Energy Center here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Once again, this is a Magnitude Sports radio broadcast. We do not have authorization to broadcast video, so just keep that in mind, but listen the same way that you watch if you haven't figured that out already. They are now introducing the Barnesville Trojans. We'll turn our PA announcer.
Peterson. Number 6, Kaylee Olson. Number 8, Marcy Quana. Number 9, Lexi Heft. Number 12, Jada Bonte. 14, Cora Sorensen. And number 20, Lillian Trowbridge. And now let's meet their starters. Number 4, 5'4" junior, defensive specialist, Number 5, 5'7" junior, right side, Amelia Newell. Number 7, 5'7" senior center, Rumley Bieber. Number 10, 5'7" senior outside hitter, Mackenzie Scoble. Number 11, 5'8" senior middle hitter, Emily Smith. Number 15, 6' senior middle hitter, Emily Riddle. Libero for the Trojans is number 3, 5'5" senior, Sydney Strand. Head coach for the Trojans is Megan Askegaard. Assistant coaches Taylor Carter and Maisie Berg. And their student manager is Hadley Pearson. And now let's meet the Patriots.
All right, we got the Barnesville fans right behind our broadcast station. The Pequot Lakes fans on the far side.
Sullivan. Number 5, June Rudd. Number 6, Reese Lavaski. Number 7, Macy Jackson. Number 8, Aubrey Larson. Number 9, Isabel Larson. Number 13, Alexa Pete. And number 15, Lauren Scholes. And now let's meet their starters. Number 2, 5'6" senior center, Abby Martin. Number 4, 5'9" senior middle hitter, Jocelyn Rynio. Number 10, 5'11" junior middle hitter, Grace Hopper. Number 11, 5'10" senior outside hitter, Macy Martini. Number 12, 5'6" senior defensive specialist, Bree Eckes. Number 14, 5'10" junior outside hitter, Ella Cradoville. The libero for the Patriots is number 20, 5'7" junior, Kelsey Martini. Head coach for Pequot Lakes, Christine Ganley. Assistant coaches, Jenna Anderson and Kendra Johnson. And student manager, Presley Crawford.
All right, so once again, your starters for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Number 2, Abby Martin. Number 3, Charlie Sullivan, a junior. Number 4, Jocelyn Rinio, the senior. And I want to thank the Pequot Lakes Patriots guy for helping me out with some of these names. Number 10, a junior, Grace Hofford. Number 11, a senior outside hitter, Macy Martini. A senior, number 12, defensive specialist, Bray Eckes. Number 14, no, number 14, my apologies. And then number 20 will be the libero. She's Kelsey Martini, a junior. Kelsey and the other Martini, Macy, are sisters. I believe Macy is the older one. Yeah, that would make sense because she's a senior and the other one's a junior. So Barnesville is on the right-hand side of the net in their purple jerseys with white numerals and lettering outlined in white with black shorts and white knee pads. The libero, Sydney Strand, in the white jersey with purple numbers and numeral lettering and white knee band on the left and a black leg brace on the right side knee. The Pequot Lakes Patriots are in their blue jerseys with white numbers trimmed in red with red stripes down the side of the sleeves and the side of the shorts with mostly white knee pads. And we're underway. They're on the left-hand side of the net, and it will be, let's see here. Did I remember how to do all this radio stuff? It will be Kelsey Martini on the serve here for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Once again, 27-4 for the Patriots and 20-9. And the first serve is over. It's dug out by Scogan. Beaver sets it up for Gray, who sends it back over to the Patriots. It's going to be set up there by Abby Martini, and it's down for a point. And Pequot Lakes gets on the board first. It's 1-0. Pequot Lakes fans chanting, "She's a sniper." Serve is over again. Beaver sets it up, middle of the net for Emily Smith. Down to the floor, and the Barnesville Trojans are on the board. We have our first tie of the game as Emily Smith gets the kill. It's 1-1, and Barnesville will get the serve. Going in to serve for Barnesville from the middle of the service line is number 10, the senior outside hitter, Kenzie Scogan. She'll walk up to the service line. She'll smack it over, just barely over the tape of the net. Controlled, set up for a far side attack. Nice dig out there by Belle Peterson, and a lift is going to be called. It is a touch violation on the Barnesville Trojans, and that gives the Pequot Lakes Patriots a 2-1 lead here on the Ratzo's Pool Hall scoreboard here on this Magnitude Sports Radio broadcast of the 2022 State Volleyball Tournament. It's the AA quarterfinals here at the Xcel Energy Center between the Pequot Lakes Patriots and the Barnesville Trojans. Here's Belle Peterson from the near side. It's over. It's controlled in the back line there by Ella Crotchville. There we go, I'll get it right. Peterson, nice dig out there by Kelsey Martini, and on the absolute blast on the attack by Belle Peterson. Comes back over to the Barnesville Trojans now. Emily Smith finds the floor, and it's 2-2, excuse me, here as Emily Smith 2 and the Pequot Lakes Patriots 2. Back to serve now is Emily Smith. Back set near side, blocked at the net, down by Emily Riddle, and Barnesville takes the lead. Emily Riddle went up, middle of the net, a little bit off to the left side for the two-handed block, and put the ball right to the floor, and Emily Smith will go on her second serve. Standing serve from the far side of the service line, dug out by Kelsey Martini. Now an attack, and that is a kill for Grace Hofford, a junior middle hitter for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, and we're tied up at 3 now here between the Trojans and the Patriots. It's a good matchup so far. Serving it up will be Macy Martini, the senior outside hitter for the Patriots. And a whistle, and it's a point for the Patriots, and what's the call? It is a double touch on Barnesville. Second touch violation on the Trojans gives the Pequot Lakes Patriots a 4-3 lead. Macy Martini serves it into the net. And a point for Barnesville, and we're tied at 4 on the first service error of the game, coming from Macy Martini, who's now 1 for 2 serving on the afternoon. Back to serve now here is Amelia Newell. Newell serves it over, dug out by Martini. Now they'll set it up near side attack, floated over. Scogan keeps it alive, and now a whistle and a point, and what's the call? Another double touch on Barnesville. That's the 3rd touch violation here in set 1 for Barnesville, and it gives Pequot Lakes a 5-4 lead. Serving now is Grace Hofford for the Patriots. Beaver will set it up, and Riddle gets blocked at the net. Scogan keeps it alive. Now an attack for Belle Peterson. She got her. Belle Peterson with the kill. Her first kill of the match. We're tied at 5. The winner of this one will play the winner of Concordia Academy and Belle Plains, I believe, is the other team playing Concordia Academy. Far side attack on the line. It was inbounds, and the kill's going to go to Ella Cratchville. 6-5 the lead now here for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. And going back to serve is Bray Eckes, a senior defensive specialist. Standing serve is over. Beaver on the second touch sets it up for Riddle, who's blocked at the net, and there's another double touch. It was blocked at the net right into the hands of Emily Riddle. There was not much she could do about that double touch. It was just an unfortunate place at the wrong time, and now the Patriots take a 2-point lead. That's the 4th touch violation. One of those 4 couldn't be avoided, in all honesty. Emily Riddle a little bit too far on the attack. It's out of bounds, and another point for Pequot Lakes. That's the first ball to go out of bounds for either team here, and the first attack error for either team. So Hofford will Eckes will serve it again. 3 for 3 serving now. Here comes Scogan. Nicely dug out there and right back over to the Trojans. Beaver pushes it over with 2 hands, and Emily Riddle tried to pound it down. It was kept alive there by Abby Martin, and that's out of bounds. It's a point for Barnesville. Attack error number 1 for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. It's 8-6 in favor of Pequot Lakes, as Sydney Strand will go back to serve for the Barnesville Trojans. From the far side, standing serve is over. Martini will dig it out. Now the set for the middle of the net attack. Blocked at the net. Couldn't get it through the blockers. Back over to the Patriots. They'll try again on the attack. A couple people were in my way, and it landed on the ground. It'll be a kill for Cratchville. 9-6 is our score now here on the Ratzels Pool Hall scoreboard in favor of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. And once again, it's actually for the first time Ella Cratchville serving. Scogan sends it back and out of bounds. So after a tight set at 5-5, now Pequot Lakes has built their lead to 10-6. We'll see if Barnesville can recover. That serve is out of bounds. Point for Barnesville on the service error for the Pequot Lakes Patriots, their second. And now Cratchville is 2 for 3 serving. Rumley Beaver will go back to the service line for the first time. Serve is over. First contact is made there by Cratchville. Now they set it up for a near side attack, and the kill is good. It's down for Abby Martin, and it is now 11-7 in favor of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. The serve will go back over to the other side of the net on the left-hand side for Kelsey Martini. It'll be her second trip to the service line. She was 1 for 1 last time she was at the service line. That one just barely goes over. Sydney Strand was able to keep it off the ground. Now they send it back over to the Patriots. Far side attack and into the net on the attacking error on the swing by Macy Martini. And it's a point for Barnesville. It's 11-8. 2 attack errors for both teams now as Kenzie Scogan makes her second trip to the service line. 1 for 1 last time, and that one is over. Controlled by the Patriots. Middle of the net attack is over, finds the floor. It's tipped over and down by Grace Hofford, and it's another point for the Patriots. It's 12-8. Going back to serve is Abby Martin, a senior setter for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. She'll serve it from the near corner. I don't think I've seen anybody serve it from the corner the entire season. And that will be an unreturnable serve. It will not be an ace because there's more than one touch, but it will be a point as the ball hits the floor. Going to the books as an attacking error for the Barnesville Trojans. Martin with her second serve. That one's blocked at the net, and a nice job there by Grace Hofford to get the block and the point for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. They increase their lead to 14-8. Once again, Abby Martin, the senior setter, now 2 for 2, possibly going 3 for 3, serving from that near corner. It's a high rainbow serve down for an ace. I don't think Barnesville was expecting that. They were expecting a hard serve probably coming towards them, and instead Martin lofted it up. Rainbow found an empty spot in the floor, and it dropped to the floor, and Barnesville wasn't ready for it, and now they call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back to the Xcel Energy Center here on this Magnitude Sports Radio broadcast of the state volleyball tournament. This is court 1 that Barnesville is playing on. It's the 2A quarterfinals. Pequot Lakes has a 15-8 lead. Abby Martin, 3 for 3 serving, will serve it up from the corner. Her last serve resulted in an ace. This time Barnesville's ready for it. Beaver sets it up, and that is sent over by Emily Smith. Martini will control it, set it up, far side attack for Macy Martini, and it's the Martini sisters. Kelsey Martini gets the assist on Macy Martini's kill. And now Pequot Lakes is doubled up here on Barnesville. It's 16-8. Another high lofting rainbow serve here from Abby Martin from the near corner. Through the blockers and down, Emily Smith from the far side, just inside the antenna, gets the kill, and that gives the serve back to Barnesville, and it's 16-9. Emily Smith with her third kill of the afternoon now. I believe it's Smith serving. Yes, it is. Yep. Emily Smith now 3 for 3 serving, and a nice job there by Smith to keep it alive. And on the third touch, she bumps it back over. And now Pequot Lakes out of bounds on the attack. That makes it 16-10. We'll see if Barnesville can creep their way back into this one. I think everybody knew coming into this one it would not be an easy test for the Barnesville Trojans, as Pequot Lakes has been absolutely dominant from game 1 of the season to up to right now here at the 16-10 mark of set 1. Nice dig out there by Amelia Newell. Now Belle Peterson will send it over from the 10-foot line. Controlled by the Patriots. Middle net attack. Blocked at the net through the blockers and down. And it is a double touch actually on the Patriots, and it's a point for Barnesville, 16-11. That's the first touch violation of the match for Pequot Lakes. Back to serve is Emily Smith. 4 for 4 if this goes over. Nobody with an ace yet. Lost that one over. Nice dig out there by Kelsey Martini. Now they set it up for a far side attack over. Beaver controls it. Bump set over there. Free ball from Peterson to the Patriots. Now middle of the net attack. Through the blockers. Dug out and a whistle. And a net violation on Barnesville. First net violation of the game for either team. 17-11 now here. Best of 5 sets. Once again, the Pequot Lakes Patriots, the only time they have not had a sweep is in the playoffs. Regular season, they swept all their opponents. And the Barnesville Trojans get another point on an attack error into the net for Pequot Lakes. That's their 4th attack error. 2 of those 4 have gone into the net, 2 have gone out of bounds. Amelia Newell to serve, 1 for 1, now 2 for 2. Controlled by the Patriots, back set to the near pin. Couldn't get it through the blockers. It's down for a point thanks to Emily Riddle along with Belle Peterson. They both got about equal contact on that block, and that stopped the attack. And now Newell will serve it up again. Now 3 for 3, controlled. Chasing after it there was Martin, and now Sydney Strand, and that's going to be a kill from the far side, and I forgot who got it there. It was Martini, Kelsey Martini, who got the kill. The libero doesn't normally get the kill, but she got it this time. 18-12. Check that. 18-13. My apologies. Scogan digs it out. Now Riddle pushes it down to the floor, and it's 18-14. Riddle from the far side by the pin got the kill for her second kill of the evening, or afternoon, I should say. Kennedy Gray, I believe, is serving. Yep, it's kind of hard to see the jersey numbers from where I'm sitting. But it's a good thing that I saw a glimpse of it. Through the blockers and down out of bounds. And that'll be a kill for the Pequot Lakes Patriots junior outside hitter, Ella Cratchville. Her third. And it's 19-14, a 5-point lead. At one point, Barnesville was trailing by 10. So they have worked their way back out of the deficit, but still have a little ways to go. Here's Scogan on the attack through the blockers. Martini Kelsey keeps it alive. Now they set it up far side there for Cratchville. Dug out by Sydney Strand. Beaver a bump set it for Scogan. It's over. They have to chase over it. Scogan gets the point and the kill. Kenzie Scogan records her first kill of the state tournament. And it's 19-15, and Barnesville's within 4. Sydney Strand will go back to serve. 1 for 1 last time she served as the two teams traded points on the first 10 points of the match to tie it at 5-5. Boom! That is, was it out of bounds? It was out of bounds. It didn't look out of bounds from my vantage point, but it's going to be an attacking error out of bounds on Pequot Lakes. And a point for Barnesville, 19-16. Strand serves it for the third time. Controlled, near side attack is down to the floor, and give that one to Ellie Cratchville, her fourth. And it's 20-16. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Magnitude Sports radio broadcast. Hopefully it's as exciting as it normally is, minus the one attribute we can't bring to you today. Kaylee Olsen into the matchup, sends it over, and sent back over in 2. Kaylee Olsen will dig it out. Beaver sets it up for Smith. Smith finds the floor for the kill. Just off to the right side of the middle of the net, and Emily Smith kind of floated it down and over. Found the empty spot on the floor between the Pequot Lakes defense and got the point, and it's 20-17. Barnesville down 3 as Rumley Beaver goes back to serve. 1 for 1, now 2 for 2. Kelsey Martini digs that one out, sent back over. Strand, now Beaver, 10-foot line attack from Kennedy Gray, dug out by Kelsey Martini. Middle of the net attack is sent over and down, and that will go to Jocelyn Reno, her first kill. And it is 21-17. Barnesville hang tough, but like I said, at one point they were down 10, and now they're trying to catch up. Beaver will set it up, near side attack for Amelia Newell. Oh, and can they get it back? They can. Free ball for Barnesville, send it back over in 2 there, courtesy of Emily Smith. Tipped, and Newell keeps it alive. Beaver runs after it. Sydney Strand sends it over from the back line. Martini will control it. They'll set it up there. Far side attack for Macy Martini. Kept alive by Strand. Blocked at the net, and it falls out of bounds. Kenzie Scogan went for the attack. It was blocked at the net, and then Kennedy Gray dived to dig it out, but it went back over onto the Pequot side of the net and out of bounds on the left-hand side of the antenna. 22-17, 5-point lead once again as Kelsey Martini, their libero in white, serves it up. Pequot Lakes will control it. Far side attack is out of bounds. This swing by Macy Martini sends the ball flying out of bounds on the 6th attack error of the match here for Pequot Lakes, and it keeps Barnesville close at 22-18. Kenzie Scogan will make her 3rd trip to the service line. She was 1 for 1 on her first 2, and this one doesn't make it over the net. It's a service error for Kenzie Scogan. It hit the top of the tape, bounced hit the top of the tape again, and then bounced on the Barnesville side of the net. Just an unfortunate. She would have got a little bit more mustard on that swing. It may have gotten over. But it is the first service error of the set for Barnesville. Beaver will back set it to the far side. Emily Riddle, check that. Emily Smith gets the kill. 23-19 as Emily Smith has recorded her 6th kill. According to my numbers unofficially, she'll go back now for her 5th serve and her 3rd trip to the service line. 23-19, Barnesville not out of it just quite yet, but they do need to rally here and score about the next 3 points, if not 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll direct your attention.
Beaver sends it over. Martini will keep it alive. Middle of the net attack. Nice dig out and right back over. It was dug out by Rumley Beaver, far side the court, about a foot behind the 10-foot line. But the attack from Martini was so powerful that when Beaver dug it out, it came back over the net to the left side of the antenna again, out of bounds on the Pequot Lakes side. And now it'll be served up there by Macy Martini. Emily Riddle finds it through the blockers and down.
Reserves for Pequot Academy. Number 1, Madeline Schmidt. Number 2.
They are introducing the starting lineups for the match on court 2. We'll turn that down just temporarily. Serve is over by Amelia Newell. And that one's down to the floor, and it's another kill here for Macy Martini. I got her down for 2 so far, and that will do it for the set. And it will be Pequot Lakes getting set 1 by the score 25-20 here at the state tournament. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with set number 2 here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today, 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate, wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back to the Xcel Energy Center here. Looking over set number 1, we had a total of 5 ties. 4 of the lead changes went to Pequot Lakes. 1 of them went to Barnesville. Pequot Lakes would strike first to make it 1-0, and then Barnesville would tie it at 1. Pequot Lakes takes the lead. Barnesville ties it at 2. Barnesville takes the lead at 3. Pequot Lakes ties it at 3. Pequot Lakes takes a 4-3 lead. Barnesville ties it at 4. Pequot Lakes takes a 5-4 lead. Barnesville ties it at 5. And then Pequot Lakes would score points 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to make it 10-6 before Barnesville would score again. And then they would score 2. Barnesville would score to make it 11-8. And then Pequot Lakes would score points 12 through 16 before Barnesville would score to make it 16-9. Barnesville would score 3 in a row to make it 9, 10, and 11. And then it would be a point for Pequot Lakes to make it 17-11. And then Barnesville scores the next 2. And then the teams trade points. Eventually, 19-14 is the lead, where Barnesville scores 3 more to make it 19-16 before the Pequot Lakes Patriots would score to make it 20-16. And then Barnesville would score. Pequot Lakes would score the next 3. to make it 22-18. They would move on to a 25-20 lead here in the first set of play. The two teams will switch sides of the net now, and Rumley Beaver will have the serve. From the middle of the service line on the far side, the serve is over. Dug out, was sent there by Martin and sent over, and they were able to dig it out. The official's in my way, so it's kind of hard to see the near side there for Barnesville. Nice dig out by Sydney Strand. Pushed back over by Amelia Newell. Now be set up by Martin, near side, pushed over. Far side by, that was Martini. It looked like she was going to go up for a near side attack, but then took two hands and pushed it to the opposite side of the net. Barnesville was lucky to get it back dug out there by Kenzie Scogan. It would come back over, and now getting the kill here is Pequot Lakes. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Patriots here in set two. They lead the match 1-0 as Kelsey Martini will serve it over again with an ace. She is 4 for 4 with an ace now. That's the second ace, won by Abby Martin in the first set, and now this one by Kelsey Martini here in the second set. And the Patriots take a 2-0 lead here over the Barnesville Trojans in set two after taking the first set, 25-20. That one just over. Rumley Beaver will set it up. Amelia Newell. That one's dug out nicely there by no, there's one in front of that for Cratchville. Back over to Barnesville now, and the attack goes into the net. It was tried to be pushed over there by Emily Smith, but she couldn't get it over, and it'll be another point as Pequot Lakes now takes a 3-0 lead. So attack error number 4 for the Barnesville Trojans as Kelsey Martini serves it up again. Newell sends it over. Nice dig out by Martini. Set up by Martin. Near side attack is over and down for Macy Martini. She got it from the near pin on the setup there from Abby Martin, the senior setter. And it's a 4-0 lead for Pequot Lakes as Martini will continue on the service line. Kelsey Martini, the younger of the Martini sisters, she's a junior this year, has the white Librero jersey on with her teammates with the blue jerseys on. Nice job, middle of the net kill for Emily Smith. And Barnesville's on the board now. It's 4-1 as Kenzie Scogan goes back to serve. 2 for 3, Kenzie Scogan is. She didn't get her last serve over. She gets this one over. It's controlled there by Cratchville. Now they've set it up for a 10-foot line attack. Dug out by Strand. Then Scogan chased after it. Strand sends a 3-ball back. Middle of the net attack. They'll float it over. Dug out by Barnesville. Newell set it up. Far side, Belle Peterson over, and they have to get it over on that touch, and they do. Free ball for Barnesville as Pequot Lakes struggled with that one. Emily Smith goes up, and it will be diving Martini, but she could not dig it out. Emily Smith will get the kill, and it's 4-2. Scogan with her 5th serve. It's over. Second touch, Martin sets it up, middle net attack, dug out by Rumley Beaver. Now they set it up for Belle Peterson on the far side, dug out by Kelsey Martini as Martin will set it up here for Macy Martini. That one's over, dug out by Newell. Now they set it up for Belle Peterson off the fingertips of Kelsey Martini, and it's a kill for Belle Peterson. And if Martini had not touched that, there's no way in the world that Belle Peterson would have scored that point for Barnesville. That was clearly going out of bounds, but it just came lightning bolt fast at Kelsey Martini, and she had no choice but to get out of the way of it. You could consider that a lucky point for Barnesville. Belle Peterson records that one. Back over to the Pequot Lakes side now, behind the 10-foot line. The attack is sent over. Dug out by Scogan. Emily Smith, middle of the net, sends it back over. Now Macy Martini floats it back over to the Trojans. Newell will set it up far side. Belle Peterson through the blockers, punched up and out of bounds. Belle Peterson will get another kill. Belle Peterson on the far side of the net, trying to get it through the blockers, and the blocker for Pequot Lakes just punched the ball straight up in the air, went over the net and out of bounds, and that resulted in a point. Nice dig out there by, I believe that was Scogan, and it was. Comes back over to the Patriots now, and there's a kill for Grace Hofford, her 3rd. 5-4 as the Barnesville Trojans were able to tie it up after falling 4-0. So 4-0 Pequot Lakes, followed by a 4-0 run by Barnesville. And if Barnesville can score the next point, we'll be at the same scenario as we were in set 1, where the two teams battled to tie it at 5. That one did not make it over the net. It kind of rolled on the tape from the near antenna towards the middle of the net, and then gravity took it back over to the Barnesville side. And now going to the books as an attacking error for the Trojans, their 5th. 6-4 is our score. We'll set it up for Macy Martini. Dug out by Strand. Now Beaver will set it up for Belle Peterson. Far side attack. Got it through the blockers. Chasing after it there was Cratchville. Macy Martini sends it over and out of bounds, I believe. Yes. Point for Barnesville. All right, had to move some equipment there, but I'm back. Here's Macy Martini, sends it over. Was it out of bounds? It was. Near side official says the point goes to Barnesville. We're tied at 6. 5th ball that goes out of bounds. The 8th attack error for Pequot Lakes. On the serve is Emily Smith. Sent over, dug out by Martini, and now sending it over there was Hofford. Emily Riddle dug out by Kelsey Martini. They'll set it up far side attack through the blockers, back out of bounds. Should be a point for Pequot Lakes, and it is. And it is now 7-6 in favor of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Belle Peterson sends the serve back. Free ball for the Patriots. Nice dig out there by Rumley Beaver. Now they set it up for Emily Riddle, and that one comes over. It was touched there by Cratchville, and now Cratchville sends it back over on the 3rd touch, and blocking it down middle of the net there is Macy Martini to give Pequot Lakes a 2-point lead at 8-6. It'll be Macy Martini going back on the serve. She is 3 for 4 up to this point from the service line. And the jump serve is over. Newell will set it up for Belle Peterson. Through the blockers, back over to Barnesville. Now Riddle tries for the attack. Dug out there by Martin. Sent back over by Hofford. Down for the kill. Hofford gets the point, and Pequot Lakes goes up 3. That's the 4th kill for Hofford according to my numbers. And it'll be Macy Martini going back on the serve. We saw her serve from the corner in the first set. She serves from the near side, but not quite the corner this time around. Beaver sets it up for Riddle, and it's blocked at the net there by Hofford. Her 2nd block and 3 points. 10-6, as the serve will stay in the hands of Macy Martini. Serve is over for Martini. Newell makes first contact as Beaver sets it up to the far pin for Belle Peterson, dug out there by Martini. Now, Pequot Lakes sends it back. Sydney Strand. Belle Peterson shoves it over with 2 hands. Now they'll set it up, and a block at the net. Emily Riddle gets the block. On the attack there, I believe that was Isabel Larson on the attack, and she couldn't get it through the block of Emily Riddle, and it's a point for Barnesville. Ten to 7. Amelia Newell on the serve. She's 5 for 5. Number 5 is now. Barnesville fans wanted a touch violation there. They're not going to get one. Comes back over to Pequot Lakes as Martin will set it up. And that's through the blockers and down on the kill by Cratchville. Her 5th. Serve goes back to Pequot Lakes as they take a 4-point advantage here at 11-7. And Grace Hofford at the service line. 1 for 1 tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Now 2 for 2. Beaver on the 2nd touch. Bump sets it to Belle Peterson at the far side of the net. Comes over. They have to chase after it, control it. Free ball back over for Barnesville. Beaver will set it up. Here's Emily Riddle. Through the blockers and down. Emily Riddle gets another kill. And that's 4 kills for Emily Riddle. Kennedy Gray will go back to serve. She's 1 for 1 tonight, or this afternoon. Middle of the net attack, couldn't get it over. It'll be an attacking error by Pequot Lakes. They already have 9 of them here in a set and a half of play, and it's keeping Barnesville close. They're within 2 now at 11-9. Serve goes back to Kennedy Gray, 2 for 2, possibly 3 for 3, out of bounds. It's a service error. Both teams have 2 service errors in this match now. And it's a 3-point lead for Pequot Lakes at 12-9. Serving it was Eckes. Beaver sets it up for Riddle. Riddle's blocked at the net there. One of them was Cratchville. The other one was Rinio, the senior middle hitter. Rinio gets the block. Cratchville will get the assist on the block. Serve will go back into the hands here of Bray Eckes. Eckes' serve is over from the middle of the service line. Beaver on the second touch. Back set for Emily Riddle. Attack out of bounds. Point Pequot Lakes. 6 attack errors. 3 of those 6 have gone out of bounds for Barnesville. 14-9, excuse me. Eckes serves it over again. Beaver sets it up for Scogan. Scogan floats it over. Now Martin will set it up near side here for Cratchville, and that's a kill for Cratchville from the near side of the net. I have her down for 6 now, 15-9. And a timeout's taken by Barnesville. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Not all internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
All right, welcome back. 15-9 in favor of Pequot Lakes here in the second set. Barnesville fall in the first set, 25-20. But they have battled with a really talented team here. And regardless of the outcome, up to this point, they have nothing to hang their heads about, but still a lot of volleyball to be played. Beaver off the serve, and now free ball back over to the Patriots. Blocked by Scogan. She gets the point. Kenzie Scogan with the block. Blocking a kill and 4 for 5 serving tonight for Kenzie Scogan. That'll put the serve into the hands of the senior defensive specialist, the libero, Sydney Strand. If this one goes over, she'll be 4 for 4, and it does. Martini, now Martin sets it up for the other Martini. We had a little bit of a connection error, but we're back now. Sorry about that. Point goes to Barnesville. 16-11 is our score. Kennedy Gray will get credit for the point there. And going back to serve now will be Rumley Beaver. So Beaver will set it up just off to the left of the middle of the service line. Sends it over. Kelsey Martini, and now Macy Martini sends it back over. Newell will set it up on the second touch. Emily Smith punched up in the air there by Macy Martini. Now sent over. Sydney Strand will dig it out. They'll set it up for Emily Smith. Middle of the net attack, falls to the floor for a kill. Emily Smith is the leading scorer for Barnesville right now, unofficially with 9 kills on the afternoon. Once again, Barnesville's within 4 as Rumley Beaver goes back to serve. Beaver's serve is over. Kelsey Martini. Now Martin will set it up here for Macy Martini. Near side attack is dug out by Kennedy Gray. Right back over. Martin will set it up. Middle of the net attack there. Rinio sends it over. And I think I said that wrong that time. But she will get the kill, and it's 17-12. Kelsey Martini will go back to serve now. 6 for 6 up to this point in the match. Looking to go 7 for 7. 17-12, serve is over. Strand, now Newell sets it up for Smith, blocked at the net by Grace Hufford. And it's a point for the Patriots, 18-12, as Martini will serve again. Martini has one ace on her previous 7 serves. Here's serve number 8, and it's over. Strand digs it out. Beaver bump sets it for Kennedy Gray, who sends it over. Dug out there by Cratchville. Now they set it up for the middle of the net attack there for Hofford. Dug out by Barnesville. Scogan sends it in the antenna, and she frustratingly gives the ball back to Pequot Lakes. And understandably frustrated on that, because if the antenna wasn't there, she probably would have got a kill. Just a little bit too far outside. Volley continues now here. Pequot Lakes dug out there by Emily Smith. Sent back over into the far corner. Kelsey Martini chased after it. Macy Martini cannot get it through the block of Emily Smith, assisted by Kenzie Scogan. And Kenzie Scogan, who is 4 for 5 serving, serves up serve number 6. Bump set there by Macy Martini. Sent over. Did it touch Sydney Strand? It did. That one was probably heading out of bounds, but I think it flicked off the ponytail of Sydney Strand. Possibly off her shoulder as well. Here's Brayekis serving it from that far right corner. It's over. 20-13 is our score, and that one goes into the net. That's another attacking error, and it's now 21-13 in favor of the Pequot Lakes Patriots. So another attacking error here for the Trojans. Beaver will back set it here, and that was nicely dug out there by Cratchville on the attack by Riddle. Hit the antenna, and the third touch, it comes back. They send it over, no whistle, and Emily Smith finds the floor for a kill. 21-14. Emily Smith unofficially with 10 kills now. Emily Smith will go back to serve. It'll be serve number 7. If it goes over, she'll be 7 for 7. Smith serve over. Martin will set it up. Near side attack is blocked at the net, but through the blockers and down for the kill. It's June Rude. 22-14. Going back to serve now is Macy Martini. 5 for 6 up to this point. That serve is over. Sydney Strand makes first contact as Beaver will set it over to the far pin. Belle Peterson dug out by Kelsey Martini. Now Macy Martini bump serves it there over to Cratchville, sends it over. And then coming back, Emily Riddle gets the kill. 22-15. We'll see if Barnesville has a rally in them. Amelia Newell back to serve. 5 for 5 serving for number 5. And this will be serve number 6 of the night. And that's over. Dug out by Cratchville. Martin will set it up. Cratchville goes on the attack. Blocked at the net by Riddle. Kept alive by Kelsey Martini. Now Cratchville goes back on the attack. Sent over to Barnesville. Beaver will set it up for Belle Peterson. Belle Peterson finds the floor. 22-16 our score as Amelia Newell will go back to serve again. Back-to-back serves. And that's exactly what Barnesville needs to dig themselves out of this 6-point deficit. Sent back over. Strand digs it out. Beaver sends it over in 2 and finds the floor. Rumley Beaver gets her first kill on a touch over on the second touch from the middle of the net. And now Pequot Lakes wants to talk it over. 22-17 here in the second set. Barnesville looking to rally when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. All right, welcome back to the Xcel Energy Center here on this Thursday afternoon. Barnesville Trojans trailing in the match 1-0. 25-20 in that first set to Pequot Lakes. Right now they're trying to rally from a 22-17 deficit here in their quarterfinal match of the state AA tournament. It's been 39 years since we've seen a Barnesville volleyball team at the state tournament. And everybody back home in Barnesville is hoping that this team will give it their all, win or lose. A team that was expected to be here last year, but got upset by Hawley in that subsection. And a team that wasn't expected to be here this year, and now they upset Hawley and they get by East Grand Forks. And then they get the toughest test of possibly the entire state tournament here with Pequot Lakes. 23-17, and now another kill for Cratchville, and it goes to 24-17 and set point here for the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Scogan will dig out the serve. Beaver sets it up for Peterson, dug out there by Martin. And now a bump set in the direction of Cratchville, dug out by Scogan on the other side. Beaver will set it up, far side attack, Belle Peterson, dug out by Grace Hoffer. 10-foot line attack from Macy Martini, dug out by Strand. Beaver sends it back. Martin touches up on it, now set up for Cratchville, dug out by Strand. And now Scogan sends it back over. Free ball, chance for Cratchville to go on the attack through the blocks. Block tipped up in the air, and Belle Peterson was able to make contact, and now she pushes it over with two hands. Pequot Lakes looks to go on the attack. Nice diving dig in the back line there by Kaylee Olsen, and now coming back down for the kill. I didn't see who got it. Barnesville got the point, but I didn't see who got it. Kennedy Gray will serve. 2 for 3 serving. Cratchville sends it over. Martin will set it back up for Cratchville. Blocked at the net, but falls to the floor as Cratchville gets it through the block, and that'll be set 2. 25-18 in the second set as the Pequot Lakes Patriots take a 2-0 lead here in this best-of-5 series in the quarterfinal round of the state AA tournament. We have at least one more, possibly more. We'll see what happens here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Be right back. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen tipped, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Quest works out the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the net of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
The ball is intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back to the 2022 Minnesota State High School League State Volleyball Tournament. It's the AA quarterfinals here at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. We are just on the outer wall of where the Minnesota Wild would attack twice. If you've come to a hockey game here, then you know which side of the rink I'm sitting on right now, and that's where Court 1 is at. And where the opponent would attack twice is where Court 2 is at, and there's a curtain that splits those two courts here at the Xcel Energy Center. Taking a look at the second set summary here, it would be back-to-back 4-0 runs. The first one by Pequot Lakes to take a 4-0 lead, and then the second one by Barnesville to tie it at 4-4. Pequot Lakes would score the next two to make it 6-4 after they took the lead. Barnesville would score and then tie it at 6, and then Pequot Lakes would go on another 4-point run, scoring points 7, 8, 9, and 10. before the teams would trade points to 11-9 in favor of Pequot Lakes before the Patriots scored 4 more in a row at 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then Barnesville would score to make it 15-10, 16-10, 16-11, 16-12, 17-12, 18-12, and then another 4-0 run for Pequot Lakes to make it 21-13. 21-14, 22-14, a 3-0 run by Barnesville, cut it to 22-17. Pequot would score the next 2, get set point at 24-18, and get the match at 25-18. Barnesville's now on the right-hand side of the net, and Pequot Lakes is on the left-hand side of the lake. Pequot Lakes will have a net, I should say, will have the serve. And the serve is over. Here's Emily Smith, out of bounds. The point goes to the Patriots. 1-0. On an attacking error by Barnesville that goes out of bounds. It's their 8th. 9 for the Pequot Lakes, 8 for Barnesville in the attack error category. And that one falls to the floor, and we're tied at 1. 1-1. I believe it was probably Newell who got the point. Our score. Serve is over. Newell will bump set it in, and Belle Peterson will send a free ball over. Pequot Lakes will control it. Martin will set it up. Middle net attack. Scogan couldn't dig it out. The kill goes to Grace Hofford. I have her down for 5. Serving it up was, check that, it was Martin. I almost said Hofford. Sent back over to the Patriots. Kelsey Martini sets it up for Macy Martini. It rolls off the tape. Barnesville controls it. Free ball sent over by Emily Smith. Another chance for the Pequot Lakes Patriots to go on the attack, and they will. It'll be Grace Hofford with the kill. Rumley Beaver tried to dig it out, but it would just pop off her hands high in the air and out of bounds. Martin now 7 for 7 if this one goes over, and she serves it up from that near corner. Strand bumps it over from the 10-foot line, dug out by the other libero, Kelsey Martini, and now over the net, hits some fingertips. Barnesville controls it. Belle Peterson sends it back, sends it to the back line, and now Macy Martini from the far side of the net sends it back over. Scogan bumps, sets it to Belle Peterson on the second touch, and Belle Peterson gets the kill. Tied at 2. Belle Peterson, 5 kills unofficially. They do have official stats on the website, but due to internet strength, even though we are doing audio only, I'm keeping those stats off. I'm not opening up another internet window here. Let's put it that way. That one will fall to the floor. It's a kill for Isabel Larson, a junior outside hitter. And now it's 4-2 in favor of Pequot Lakes. Serving it up is Macy Martini. Martini dug out by Strand. Beaver will bump set it to Belle Peterson. She bumps it over for a free ball for Pequot Lakes. Martin will set it up for Crutchville. Dug out by Scogan. Rumley Beaver sends it over in 2. Pequot Lakes is ready. And there's a kill for Grace Hofford. Middle of the net, just slams it right down to the feet of Sydney Strand. 5-2 now, Pequot Lakes. And Barnesville needs to put something together here if they want to avoid being swept. They put up a good fight in set 1 and another good fight in set 2, even though they got 2 less points in that second point. They have played well, even though Pequot Lakes has played a little bit better. But like I said in our pregame show, and I think I mentioned it once during the first set, Pequot Lakes has been playing fantastic since game 1 of the season. And that is proven by more than just the win-loss record on paper. There's a kill for Emily Riddle. I got Riddle down for 7 kills now. It's 6-3 as Barnesville cuts the lead in half, and Amelia Newell will set up here, middle of the service line, a little bit off to the right. She'll run up, jump serve over, floats one over just beyond the 10-foot line. Cratchville on the attack, dug out by Newell, and now into the net. Rumley Beaver sends it, and it's a point on another attacking error here for Barnesville. And it's 7-3 in favor of Pequot Lakes. And going back to serve is Grace Hofford. She's 3 for 3 so far. If this one goes over, she'll be 4 for 4. Hofford serve over, Strand digs it out. Beaver will set it up, middle of the net attack for Emily Riddle. Sent over and down, and it's a point for Barnesville. But I think it was a net violation or something on Pequot Lakes. I don't think it was an actual kill. But either way, it goes into the point, or the books as a point for Barnesville. And now Kennedy Gray serves it over. 4 for 5 serving now with that one. Back over to Barnesville as they set up for Kenzie Scogan. Near side attack, falls to the floor, and it's 7-5. Barnesville within 2, they get the serve. Kennedy Gray back to serve. And that one goes into the net. It's another point for Barnesville. 7-6 now, and another attacking error here by Pequot Lakes. It's their 10th, and Pequot Lakes will take a timeout. So will we. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back. 7-6, Trojans looking to force a set 4 as they find themselves trailing in the match 2-0. 25-20 and 25-18, the set 1 and set 2 scores in favor of the extremely talented Pequot Lakes Patriots. Pequot Lakes coming into this matchup 27-4 under the guidance of head coach Christine Ganley. And the Barnesville Trojans 20-9 under Megan Askegard. Kennedy Gray to serve. It's her 7th serve of the afternoon. I got to get evening out of my head here. Could not get it through the blockers, but on the block it went out of bounds, so it will be a kill for Cratchville. And it is now 8-6 as Pequot Lakes takes a 2-point lead. Back to serve now is Bray Eckes. Eckes and Martin were the 2 to serve from the corner. This time it's closer to the middle of the service line. Off the serve, Beaver sets it up for Riddle. Punched up in the air there by Grace Hofford. Now sent back. Sydney Strand digs it out. Kaylee Olson keeps it in. Rumley Beaver sends it over to the back line where Martini sets it up for Cratchville. Dug out there by Kennedy Gray. Sydney Strand bumps, sets it, and over hits the tape from Kenzie Scogan. But Martini able to keep it alive, and now a bomb of a kill by Cratchville to the near side court. Trying to dig it out was Kennedy Gray, but the only thing she did was stop it from rolling beyond her. Kind of sat down and the ball went right between her legs. And now Emery Riddle gets it through 3 blockers for another point, and it's 8-7. Check that, it's 9-7, my apologies. Sydney Strand on the serve. 5 for 5 if it goes over from the middle of the service line, and it does. Middle of the net attack is down, and that is a kill for Jocelyn Reno. She has 3 now, and it's 10-7 as Pequot Lakes takes a 3-point advantage. No net violations for Pequot Lakes, only 1 for Barnesville. Otherwise, attack errors and touch violations and service errors have been a problem for both teams, but they've been about an equal problem for both teams, so they almost cancel each other out. 11-7 now as the ball goes out of bounds on Barnesville's attack. Serving it is Cratchville. Beaver will set it up for Scogan. Scogan blocked at the net, and the Trojans couldn't keep it alive. Kaylee Olson got a bump on it, but it went over the head of Scogan. There was no other Trojans there on the left side of Scogan, and right towards our announcing table. Cratchville serves it again. Now 6 for 7 serving. That one dug out and trying to shut the door is Emily Smith. And the Pequot Lakes Patriots cannot return it. Emily Smith will get credit for the point. It's 11-8. Emily Smith has 11 kills now for number 11. Rumley Beaver back to serve. 5 for 5 if this one goes over. She sets up middle of the service line. Walks ahead, bangs it over, I should say. Back over to Barnesville now. Kennedy Gray chased it. Pushed over by Emily, check that, a Newell. Pushed back over and out of bounds. It's a point for Barnesville as it was sent out of bounds by Reno. 11 attack errors, 6 of those 11 have been balls sent out of bounds. As Beaver sends it over from the middle of the service line, but into the net on a service error. And now Beaver is 6 for 7 serving this afternoon. And that is the 3rd service error of the match for Barnesville. As Kelsey Martini, the junior, will serve it over. 9 for 9 serving with 1 ace. And a kill for Emily Smith, number 12 for the senior middle hitter. 11 to, or check that, I forgot to record a couple of the points here. 13-10. Barnesville has a serve, Kenzie Scogan. 7th serve of the night, now 6 for 7. As Cratchville keeps it alive, Martin sets it up, and that is Hofford putting it down for another kill. 14-10, Patriots up 4. As Kenzie Scogan will politely roll it back over to the Pequot Lakes side of the net. Serving from the near corner is Abby Martin. High lofting serve goes to the opposite side of the court where it's controlled by Emily Smith. Scogan sends it over and out of bounds, and a point for the Patriots. That's the 5th ball sent out of bounds on the 10th attack error for Barnesville. So half of their attack errors have been balls sent out of bounds. And now Martin will serve it up from the near corner once again. A high rainbow serve goes over to the opposite end of the court. Corner to corner pretty much. Through the blockers and down. It's another kill for Emily Smith. 15-11. And it's been that 4-point deficit that's been a hard one to crack for Barnesville. Serve is over. Serve is down for an ace. Emily Smith serves up the first ace of the state tournament here for the Barnesville Trojans. 8 for 8 with an ace, and now 9 for 9 with an ace. Sent over by Macy Martini. Barnesville chases it. Beaver keeps it alive. Newell cannot get it back in. Emily Riddle will just catch the ball and give it back over to the Patriots, and it's 16-12. And once again, it's been that 4-point deficit that's been hard to crack. From the opposite corner now, it's Macy Martini serving. Serve is over, sent back over on the second touch by Emily Riddle. Martin will set it up. Bumped, served over by Cratchville. And that will be a mental error there on Barnesville, as the ball will hit the floor, as they did not get a good set on that in the middle of the net. Sydney Strand will dig out the serve. They set it up for Emily Riddle. Blocked at the net. Riddle sends it back over. Now they set it up for Cratchville. Far side, Emily Riddle blocks it down. 17-13. That's her 3rd block. And now it's Amelia Newell going back on the serve here for Barnesville. Once again, they're within 4. They've cut it to 3 on a couple of occasions, but they haven't been able to close the gap to anything less than 3 at this point. Newell's serve is over. Martini, now Martin to Cratchville. Blocked at the net, kept alive there by Sullivan. Charles Sullivan is a junior into the lineup now here for Pequot Lakes. That one was in bounds. It's a point. Who got it? It should be for Barnesville, I think. Maybe not. Nope. Instead of 17-14, it'll be 18-13. They'll reverse the point, give it to Pequot Lakes. Serving it is Grace Hofford. 5 for 5. That one goes into the net. Kaylee Olsen able to keep it alive and send it back over. Now on the attack, floated over, kept alive by Beaver. Strand will bump set it for Belle Peterson near side, and that's dug out in the back line there by Sullivan. Sent back over and down. It's a kill for Crutchville, her 11th according to my numbers, and it's now 19-13. The ball will be kindly rolled back over by Scogan to the Pequot Lakes Patriots, and Megan Askegard will call a timeout, and the Trojans will talk things over here. They are down by 6, 19-13 in the third set, trailing 2-0. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISOClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, welcome back to the Xcel Energy Center here. The Pequot Lakes Patriots in the driver's seat, but the Barnesville fans during the commercial break there cheering "Let's Go Trojans," trying to get Barnesville to a set victory here, if at all possible, and force that fourth set. They're down 6, and if they can pull together like a 4-point rally here before Pequot Lakes gets to 20, that would put them in a good position. Still uphill climb at that point, but 1 point at a time is the way Barnesville is going to have to respond to this here, and we'll see what Megan Askegard and her coaching staff shared, what kind of plan they have coming out of the timeout. Riddle, and that one's a kill for Crutchville. It was set up for Riddle. Riddle pushed it back over to Barnesville. Scogan sent it back over, but it was a light floater, and just shutting the door was Crutchville, and there was nobody back there for defense for Barnesville to try and dig that one out. Grace Hofford with her 6th serve of the night over to Scogan. Now Beaver sets it up. Middle of the net attack for Emily Riddle is down for a kill as she got it through the blockers. So even though they're down 20-14 right now, they're still giving it their all here, and it's Kennedy Gray with the serve. We'll have stats for you after this one. We'll tell you when Barnesville plays tomorrow, and we'll have that broadcast for you tomorrow. And that is another kill for Crutchville, and she has 13 unofficially according to my numbers, and it's 21-14. It's a 7-point advantage here for the Pequot Lakes Patriots in the third set. And they appear to be on their way to a W here in set number 3. And a W in the match if that first statement is accurate. High arcing serve is over out of the cans there of Brayekis. And it's out of bounds on the attack by Barnesville. And they kind of just see it on their faces. They're not really giving up, but they know that they're in trouble. And it kind of looks like Pequot Lakes has taken the gas out of the tank here for Barnesville. The ball skips over out of the arena into the fan section, and a couple of Pequot Lakes students nice enough to give the ball back to their server, Brayekis, who's now 10 for 10 serving. Here's Emily Riddle, dug out, sent back over. Kaylee Olsen bump serves it. Now they set it up for Kenzie Scogan, kept alive by Kelsey Martini. Bump set over to Crutchville. Dug out by Scogan. Beaver will set it up. 10-foot line attack for Kennedy Gray. One touch right back over to the Trojans, and the block goes into the net. Rumley Beaver tried to block it, but she blocked it into her own side of the net. And it's 23-14 now. I'll go into the books as an attacking error. Beaver sets it up for Riddle. Riddle puts it down for the kill. 23-15 our score. Emily Riddle now with 10 kills according to my numbers. Sydney Strand to serve. Serve is over. Martin will set it up for Crutchville. Kept alive by Olsen. Bump set by Riddle. And oh man. Jocelyn Arenio just powered it back to the Barnesville side, and it popped off the shoulder of one Barnesville player and ricocheted off that shoulder into the face of another Barnesville player, and it was just unfortunate. Now it's match point here. And it's an ace to wrap it up. An ace serve gives the Pequot Lakes Patriots the win. They'll take the match 3-0. 25-15 in that third set. And that is your final score. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, add up some numbers, go through a post-game show, and we'll wrap it up here from the Xcel Energy Center for day one of our coverage here on the Magnitude Sports Radio Network. We'll be back in just a moment with your post-game show right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Dean's
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Barnesville Internet is keeping residents connected with even faster speeds, up to 1 gig. Our symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed that you download. Everyday activities are quicker and hassle-free. From streaming movies in HD to video meetings with coworkers, playing online games, or saving files on the cloud. Speed matters, and so does great customer service. You've got them both with Barnesville Internet. Call or stop by today. And let's get started.
Newell set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Inquest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the net of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass
intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Baldry.
All right, welcome back here to the Xcel Energy Center. Here is the Barnesville Trojans fallen 3 sets to the Pequot Lakes Patriots. It says 4 sets there. We'll get that fixed. I'll fix that right now. There we go. That looks right. We'll go over, I'm going to hit one button here really quick. And it always takes me a while to find this button for some odd reason, but there we go. All right, so thanks for bearing with me on that. There you see the set scores, 25-20, 25-18, and 25-15, as they drop 2 from set 1 to 2 and drop 3 from set 2 to set 3. Pequot Lakes, 11 attack errors, 6 of those going out of bounds, 2 service errors, no net violations, 1 touch violation, no rotation violations. They gave up 14 freebies to Barnesville, while Barnesville also had 11 attack errors, with 5 of those 11 going out of bounds. They had 3 service errors, 1 net violation, and 4 touch violations. They gave up 19 free points to the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Your unofficial numbers here individually, we'll start with the Pequot Lakes Patriots. Abby Martin, 8 for 8 serving with an ace and 2 kills. She had 3 points unofficially. Jocelyn Reno had 4 points off. Check that, she had 5 points off 4 kills and a block. June Rude had 1 point off a kill. Isabel Larson had 1 point off a kill. Grace Hoffert, 11 points off 8 kills, 3 blocks, and went 6 of 6 from the service line. Macy Martini, 4 points off 3 kills and a block, and 8 of 9 from the service line. Bray Eckes, 10 for 10 from the service line. Ella Cratchville, 13 points off 13 kills. She also had an assisted block, went 6 of 7 from the free throw, from the service line, excuse me. Kelsey Martini with a pair of points, 1 kill, 1 ace serve, and a perfect 9 of 9, including that ace from the service line. Individually for Barnesville, unofficially, 6 points, 5 kills and a block for Belle Peterson, 6 for 6 serving for Sydney Strand, 1 point off a kill for Kennedy Gray, 1 point off a kill for Amelia Newell, and went 9 for 9 serving. Skipping over Kennedy Gray accidentally, she went 8 of 9 serving. 5, 6, 7, 8. She went 7 of 8 serving, excuse me. Continuing on, Rumley Beaver, 1 point off a kill, 6 of 7 serving. Kenzie Scogan, 3 points off 2 kills, a block. She also assisted on a block, went 6 of 7 from the service line. Emily Smith, 15 points off 13 kills, a block, and an ace. And on that ace, she went 9 for 9 serving. Emily Riddle, 13 points off 10 kills and 3 blocks for the Barnesville Trojans unofficially. Taking a quick look here at the recap of this one here in set 1. Let's see here. I forgot to add up the numbers for set number 2, so let's do that or set number 3. We only had 1 tie, and the lead change went to Pequot Lakes in that 3rd set. So we had a total of 8. We had a total of 8 ties in the match. 4, 6, 7 of the 8 lead changes went to Pequot Lakes. The only lead change that went to Barnesville was when it was tied 2-2 in set 1, and Barnesville took a 3-2 lead. That was the only lead change that Barnesville was able to capture in this matchup. So Pequot Lakes would strike first in the first set. We'll turn this one down just a hair because they got the other game going on between Belle Plains, I think, and Concordia Academy. And the loser of that matchup, I believe, will play Barnesville tomorrow, but we'll take a look at the brackets to make 100% sure on that. So Pequot Lakes would strike first. Barnesville would tie it. Pequot Lakes takes the lead. Barnesville would tie it. Barnesville would take the lead. Pequot Lakes would tie, take the lead. Barnesville would tie. Pequot Lakes takes the lead. Barnesville ties. Pequot Lakes takes the lead. All of a sudden, it's 6-5 in favor of the Patriots. Patriots would score 2 more to make it 8-5 before Barnesville would score to make it 8-6. Pequot Lakes would score to make it 9-6, 10-6, and then Barnesville would score to make it 10-7, but it was 11-7. Barnesville would score to make it 11-8, and then it would be a 6-0 run for Pequot Lakes as they would score points 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 to double up on Barnesville at 16-8. But then Barnesville would go on a mini run of their own at 4-0 to cut the deficit down to 16-11 before Pequot Lakes would score again to make it 17-11. The teams would trade points on the next 3 or 4 volleys, and eventually Pequot Lakes' lead would be trimmed down to 18-14 before Barnesville would go on a 3-point run to trim it down to 19-16. Pequot Lakes would score to make it 20-16, then they would go on a 3-0 run to scoring points 20, 21, and 22. And at that point, they would lead 22-17. Barnesville would score to cut the lead down to 22-18. 23-18. Barnesville scores again to make it 23-19. Pequot Lakes gets set point at 24-19. Barnesville would score, and then Pequot Lakes would score to wrap up set 1, 25-20. 5 ties, 4 lead changes to Pequot Lakes, 1 to Barnesville in that first set. Set 2 would be Pequot Lakes getting out to a 4-0 lead. Barnesville would tie it at 4-4. Pequot Lakes would take the lead at 5-4, score the next one to make it 6-4. Barnesville would score the next 2 to tie it at 6-6. Pequot Lakes would score the next 4 to take a 10-6 lead. Barnesville would score to make it 10-7. And then Pequot Lakes would score to make it 11-7. Teams would trade points until Pequot Lakes led 11-9. They would score the next 4 at 12, 13, 14, 15 to take a 15-9 lead. Barnesville would score to make it 15-10. Pequot Lakes would get a point. Barnesville would get a point. Pequot Lakes would get a point to make it 16-12. They would score the next 2 to make it 18-12. Barnesville would score, and then it would be a 4-0 run to make it 21-13 in favor of Pequot Lakes. Barnesville would score and make it 21-14. Pequot Lakes would score to make it 22-14. Barnesville would score 15, 16, and 17. And then Pequot Lakes would score the next 2 to make it 24-17 and get set point in set 2. Barnesville would score the next point. Pequot Lakes would score the next one to make it 25-18 in set 2. 2 ties, both lead changes going to Pequot Lakes in set number 2. In set number 3, it would be Pequot Lakes scoring first again. Barnesville would tie it. Pequot Lakes would take the lead at 2-1. That would be the only lead change of the set. The teams would trade points to make it 3-2 in favor of Pequot Lakes before the Patriots went on a 3-0 run to make it 6-2. Barnesville would score to make it 6-3. Pequot Lakes would score to make it 7-3. Barnesville would score 3 in a row to trim the deficit down to 7-6. Before Pequot Lakes would score again, they would score the next 1-2 to make it 9-6. Barnesville would score to make it 9-7, and then a 3-0 run to make it 12-7. And then 2 in a row by Barnesville would trim the lead down to 12-9. Pequot Lakes would score the next 3 to make it 15-10. 3 of 4 to make it 15-10. 2 more for Barnesville would trim the lead down to 3 at 15-12. But then Pequot Lakes would get those 2 right back to take a 5-point lead at 17-12. Barnesville would score to make it 17-13. Pequot Lakes would score 3 in a row to build that lead to 20-13. And then Barnesville would score, and then they would score 3 more to make it 23-14. And then Barnesville would score to make it 23-15, and that would be the final time Barnesville would score, as Pequot Lakes would score the next 2, and they would wrap it up on an ace serve.
Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
All right, welcome back here to the Xcel Energy Center. The Barnesville Trojans falling to the Pequot Lakes Patriots in 3 sets here in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament. We'll take a look at that. We'll pull out the brackets here. We also got your Barnesville Drug and Hardware Player of the Game coming up as well. So Just need a couple more clicks so that I didn't have it printed out. I don't have a whole lot of room here for paper, so we're doing the best we can here. Let's see, brackets, there they are. I believe they play at 1 o'clock again tomorrow, but we're going to find out in about 2 seconds here if I'm correct on that or not. So Pequot Lakes will move on. They'll play the winner of Belle Plaine and Concordia. They're playing right now. I believe those are the two teams playing right now over on the other court. It is right now tied up at a set apiece. Belle Plaine with a 13-6 lead over Concordia in the third set, and that match tied at a set, so it'll be a while before we know who plays that game there. However, I believe Barnesville, they play the loser of that game. Let's see here. Loser of game 1 takes on loser of game 2 at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So 5 p.m. tomorrow will be the time for the volleyball game. Let me just double check that to be 100% sure. 11-11. Yep. Loser game 1, loser game 2 plays at 5 o'clock on court number 2. So that'll be on the other court. So they'll get a chance to play on each court. And then the winners of that will move on to play the consolation. The losers, I believe, might be done. I'm not quite familiar with how this bracket works. It's kind of, I believe that's how it's working, but it's organized differently than what I'm used to. But I believe if they lose tomorrow, they're done. If they win tomorrow, then they'll earn themselves one more game. I believe that's how the bracket works out. So 5 o'clock tomorrow, Barnesville versus either Concordia Academy or Belle Plaine. Right now, that's in set 3 with Belle Plaine leading 14-8. This match is tied up at a set apiece. So we'll keep you updated on that one on our social media accounts. But that's going to wrap it up here today. Your Barnesville Drug and Hardware player of the game. We'll select one for each side. And, Ella Cratchfield, the junior outside hitter, had a great day. So did Grace Hofford. And we're going to have to go with dual players of the game there. Grace Hofford and Ella Cratchfield, the two juniors for Pequot Lakes, will be your player of the game for the Patriots. And for the Barnesville Trojans, it's going to have to go to a dual player of the game, Emily Smith, Emily Riddle. They had they're the ones who really powered the offense and kept Barnesville in it, even though they at many times they were within like 2 or 3. Belle Peterson got a couple kills to keep them close as well. Rumley Beaver had a nice pushover to pull the Barnesville Trojans within a pair, but without the offense from Smith and Riddle, this would have been a one-sided affair in favor of Pequot Lakes, and Riddle and Smith kept the Barnesville Trojans in this match to the extent where they had a chance in all the sets, but Pequot Lakes was just a little bit too strong today, and Barnesville will play at 5 o'clock tomorrow as a result. And we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. So once again, a big thanks to Katie Newell for helping me keep track of some stats, and we certainly appreciate that. And we'll be back again tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports. Don't forget, Barnesville football tonight on Magnitude Sports from St. Cloud Tech High School. Jason and Lance will have the call on that. Kickoff is at 7. Tune in a little bit early for the pregame show, as they'll be ready to go as Barnesville taking on Moose Lake Willow River, if I said that right. And once again, that's a 7 o'clock kickoff here on Magnitude Sports. Until then, I'll talk to you again tomorrow here from the Xcel at 5 o'clock. Jason and Lance will talk to you here in about 3 to 4 hours on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.